What's your favorite scary movie?
What's your favorite scary movie?
Hello, welcome back to another video on the channel. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you like and subscribe and let me know what you want to see in the future. So today's going to be another Scream 5 video, which is going to be on Stu Macher. Which is, yes, I know I haven't left that theory about him returning because I really want him to return. Him and Billy Loomis was my favourite two Ghostfaces of the whole Scream franchise. So if I can have one of them return, I want them to return. Because obviously Billy can't return. He got shot in the head. And when I thought he returned, like, I was jumping up and down. Like, I was really excited when he first came. But it turns out he's not. But, yeah, today we're going to be focusing on the fact that at the end of Scream 5, I don't know if they meant it, but remember, I think, where it was like in January, when everyone was like, oh my god, there's a third killer. What if that third killer was Stu Macher? I know it sounds a bit, I know I've said in the past, I don't really want him to be the killer. I want him to be like, the one who helps Sidney defeat Ghostface. Which that has not changed, but I just want him to return. I don't care how he returns. I just want him to return. But yeah. So what they did at the end when they had Ghostface like slash, I don't know what was he doing. He was like he had his knife and he was just looking at the camera and he just, you know, when he quickly like wiped the blade, he was doing something like that. Which that's why I think people used to think that there was a third killer. Well, I think it's possible it could be Stu Macher. Because how many times did they mention his name throughout the film? Multiple. Plus the dead meat cameo, which I'm going to be talking about in a little bit. But yeah, it'll probably be at the end of the video, what I say about the dead meat, because there's going to be a clip of it. But why would there be so much talk about Stu Macher if it doesn't make any sense if they don't bring him back? But I think he could be released now. But like I said in my other video about he could be like in hiding or like he came out of prison, but I don't think that's true, because if he killed as many people as he did, I don't think he would come out of prison this early. He would probably be facing death sentence. Because if you think about it, Cotton Weary was facing death sentence, and for the one thing that Stu and Billy did. So of course he like, people say he could have been out of prison. No, he wasn't. He would be put on death sentence if he got caught. So unless he just didn't get caught and he's just been hiding for the last year. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the just the fact that he could have been alive. And plus, I was watching a video by I Shot Him 6 Times, where he made a good point with Dewey's death. When Amber says, also go subscribe to that channel, because he had a really good point. So the channel will be linked in the description, so go check him out. But yeah, he pretty much said that the way that Billy described it in Scream Live, when he said, oh, you slit him from the groin, like you take a knife, you slit him from the groin. And that's exactly how Dewey died. And how tall how tall Ghostface was. Like, he was the same size as Dewey. But, like, how's Amber supposed to be that size if she's small? Like, not me, like, she's 18. And I swear when we saw her, like, near Dewey, like, when he was alive, I swear she wasn't that tall. I swear she was below him. And Richie couldn't have killed. Yeah, so he made a really good point. Which, I thought that was a really good point. So yeah, definitely, good thing he pointed that out. So definitely go subscribe. I might as well put the video in the description below. so you can go check his video out as well as his channel. So there'll be the channel and then there'll be the video. So yeah, definitely go check that one out. And yeah, I think there is a very possibility. Why the hell would they keep mentioning Stu's name if they weren't going to bring him back? I just don't get that. And I think if they're going to have a third killer, it would be Stu. I mean, they kind of hinted it with Billy returning. Well, not returning, because he didn't really return, but yeah. I just think it'll be really cool. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to say for today's video. I'm sorry it's not that long, but I'll see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later. And here's the Dead Meat cameo thing I'm going to talk about now. Alright, so if you look at the bottom of the screen where Richie is watching a Dead Meat cameo, which I really enjoy because I love that YouTube channel. But if you look at the bottom, it says, did Stu Macher survive? So why would they say that if they know us fans will point it out, if he's not going to come back, or if he's already alive, but we don't know? I just think it's strange how they would point something like that out. And they kept referencing Stu Macher in Scream 5. If they weren't going to bring him back, why would they keep mentioning his name? Which I think is pretty sus. But yeah, we're going to have to talk more about that.
Something I want to quickly touch on is when Tara's getting attacked at the start of the film. Stu has to be there as well, because there was two ghost faces, obviously. Because obviously you got the one that was at the door, and then the one that sneaks up from behind. Obviously we know that it's Amber and Richie, but Richie was with Sam, and she even said, like, when Dewey said never trust a love interest, and then he was like, oh, pretty much he was with her, and she nods, so he couldn't have been there.
Rule number 1, never trust the love interest. They seem sweet, caring, supportive, and then welcome to Act 3 where they're trying to rip your head off.
I was with Sam in Modesto when Tara was attacked.
And let me guess, you were just in the other room, conveniently unaccounted for when she was attacked at the hospital.
Okay, do I have to take this from shitty Sam Elliott over here, or what?
So it had to be someone else. And besides, he is tall, just like he's quite tall, and Amber ain't as tall as that. Like, it looks like it's like a tall adult, not a teenager. So it must be Stu. I know I'm not getting off that opinion that it's Stu and all of that, but I honestly think Stu is back. I know he is, but yeah, I just think it has to be him, or maybe someone that we already know that's not Stu, because we all know Matthew, the actor who played Stu Macher in the original film, has said he wants to come, like, he would happily come back and all. And I know I watched an interview where he said, I can't remember what interview it was now, but I swear he said something about, oh, if Stu Macher came back, he'll be all scarred and everything. I know he was joking. I think he said he wanted Stu to have tattoos and stuff. I know he was joking, but I think it could possibly happen. As we know, as Wes Craven, in the original plan for Scream 3, Wes Craven wanted Stu to come back and be the mastermind behind the whole thing. So when people say, oh, it's a stupid idea that Stu coming back, well, were you saying that Wes Craven's idea is stupid? Because it was Wes Craven's idea in the first place to bring him back in Scream 3, which I wish they did. But it went a different way. I think if they did bring Stu back, Scream 3 wouldn't be the worst like it is now. It wouldn't be as bad as it is now. It wouldn't be the best, but it wouldn't be the worst. So I think he is going to come back, because if Wes Craven wants him to come back, he wanted him to come back, he should be coming back. But yeah, I believe that it was Stu as well who went after Tara, because I think that's probably what happened. Like, or something similar. And if it's not, they could keep the idea of him helping him at prison, but he's meant to be on death row. but I don't know. Looks like we're gonna have to find out for Scream 6. Or if he's not in Scream 6, well, I'll be disappointed if he's not. But he has to be in one of the later on films, because he has to be in them. But I'm not too sure. Especially with that at the end, when we've got the Ghostface wiping it. And I don't know if that's just the look, but I think that's another Ghostface. But, yeah, let me know, because I think that second Ghostface had to be already in the house when they were calling. When that person was calling, the second Ghostface had already been in the house. Because she already locked it, and he was already in there. So he must have been in the house already, because obviously she already locked it, and then he was like, oh yeah, did you lock me in or out, sort of thing. Well, obviously, no, I know he didn't say that, but he said pretty much that. That's pretty much what he said. And then that Ghostface comes out from behind and grabs her and stabs her in the gut, I think he does. And then, obviously, it's the same thing in the first Scream film, when Sydney's on the phone with Ghostface, and she's like, nice try, Randy. Tell Tatum to hurry up, okay, bye now. And he says, if you hang up on me, you'll die just like your mum. And he's like, do you want to die, Sydney? Your mother sure didn't. And then she's like, fuck you, and then fucking closes the door, and then locks it, and then Ghostface comes from behind, which is Stu. So I think that's the same thing. I think that, because if that's what they did in the first film, they did exactly that. Like, they waited for them to lock, and then they come out. So I think I think it's Stu. I think everything I've said, I think that's near enough right. But, yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next video, and let me know what's your favourite scary movie.